This is my own private domicile and I will not be harassed. Bitch!
There is a man in Breaking Bad who was technically part of one of the most sophisticated drug operations in American history. A man who cooked product worth millions. A man who sat across the table from Gustavo Fring. That same man once spent an entire afternoon watching a Roomba drive around his apartment floor. Today we are counting down 5 moments where Jesse Pinkman was completely the dumbest genius on television. Let's get into it. Scene 1. The Robot, Season 2, Episode 9. Walt and Jesse are stranded. The RV won't start. They are in the middle of the desert, no signal, no help coming, and 2 people who absolutely cannot be found by law enforcement are sitting in a vehicle that refuses to move. Walt starts thinking. He is a chemistry teacher. He has a plan forming. He starts explaining what they need, what parts they have available, how they might be able to jury-rig a solution using what's already in the van. Jesse listens to all of this, takes it in, processes it, and then says,
Robot? A battery.
"Robot?" Walt stares at him. Jesse stares back. The RV is still broken. Nothing about the situation has improved in any way. This is the man Walt chose as his partner.
Liar.
Scene 2, Magnets, Season 5, Episode 1. The crew needs to destroy a laptop that's locked inside the Albuquerque police evidence room. Walt immediately starts calculating. Mike starts calculating. These are serious men with serious plans. Jesse says,
Or what about a magnet?
What magnet? What about it?
"What about magnets?" Mike looks at him the way you'd look at someone who just suggested solving a house fire with a garden hose. Walt starts explaining why it won't work, and then he stops. Because actually, it might work. They rent an enormous electromagnet, bolt it to the side of a truck, pull up next to the police impound lot, and crank the power up until the entire room on the other side of the wall is pulling apart. Computers flying off desks, filing cabinets hitting the wall, total chaos. It works. Jesse climbs down from the truck and delivers what might be his single greatest line in 5 seasons of television.
Yeah, bitch! Magnets! Oh!
Yeah, bitch, magnets. The man proposed an insane idea, watched it succeed, and collected. I respect it. Scene 3. I Will Not Be Harassed. Season 3, Episode 6. Walt and Jesse are sitting inside their RV at a junkyard, completely trapped. Hank Schrader, DEA agent, and Walt's brother-in-law, has pulled up outside and is trying to get in. Walt is silent, frozen, because if Hank opens that door, everything is over. The whole operation, the whole lie, all of it gone in one moment at a junkyard in Albuquerque. So Jesse takes over. He starts talking to Hank through the door.
This is my own private domicile and I will not be harassed. Bitch!
Stalling. Making up reasons why Hank can't come in. And when Hank pushes back, Jesse does not back down. He argues, he gets loud, just firing words at Hank and hoping something lands. The man has no backup plan, he just refuses to stop. Scene 4, The Awkward Dinner, Season 5, Episode 6. Walt invites Jesse over for dinner. Skylar is there. The marriage is basically a crime scene at this point. All 3 of them know it, and nobody is saying anything out loud. Jesse sits down at the table, and the silence immediately becomes unbearable. Walt is performing normalcy. Skylar is barely present, and Jesse, who has survived cartel assassins and a literal explosion, looks more uncomfortable than he has at any point in the series, so he starts talking about the green beans. Visual note. Jesse at dinner table, visibly sweating. He compliments the green beans, then he compliments them again, then he asks how they were made. Then he says they're really good one more time, just to have something to fill the silence with. It goes on for what feels like an actual eternity. Jesse Pinkman, who once told a drug kingpin to go to hell to his face, is completely destroyed by a suburban dinner table. He cannot get out of that house fast enough. It's the funniest 3 minutes of the entire show, and Aaron Paul plays every second of it perfectly. Scene 5, The Cow House. Season 1, Episode 1. Walt and Jesse are in the desert for the very first time. This is day 1, the beginning of everything. Walt is standing there in his underwear because the plan went sideways almost immediately, and they need to figure out where they are and where the nearest town is. Jesse climbs a tree to get a better look at the surroundings, scans the horizon, takes in the landscape. He spots a cow house, not a road sign, not a water tower, not anything with an actual name attached to it. A cow house. He calls down to Walt like this is completely useful information. Walt, standing in the desert in his underwear, looks up at Jesse in a tree pointing at a cow house. This is the first real moment of their partnership. This is the foundation everything else is built on. Two men. One extremely dangerous situation. One of them in his underwear. The directions are cow house, left. The thing about Jesse Pinkman is that he shouldn't have survived any of this. The cartel, the Salamancas, Todd, all of it. By every reasonable measure, this man should have been gone by season 2. But he made it. And somehow, across 5 seasons of the darkest television ever made, the funniest moments in the whole show belong to him. Which one did I miss? Drop it in the comments.